All right, we're here at MJ Biz Con. I am with the Seedsman booth. You can see it in the background. I'll walk back around there, but we're gonna just do a little stroll through MJ Biz Con, and I will give you my unfiltered opinion on this whole conference. I mean, okay, let's take a look here. First of all, the amount of money that people spent to have a booth here is like literally in the hundreds of thousands for some of these huge ones. And I would say that it is a huge waste of money. Majority of folks that are here at the event working are what you would consider a Chad. The corporate takeover of cannabis is real, and the majority of the people that I've spoken to here don't even smoke weed. I mean, and then look at this. We've got Metric, we've got Track and Trace, Big Brother, the man right here, responsible for so much waste in the cannabis industry, from the tags, the bureaucratic bullshit of cannabis. This is the man, right? This is who we have to report to. What up? Say hi. Metric, the man, taking over corporate cannabis. Woo! And so if you're unfamiliar with Metric, that's Track and Trace. Traditional market for life, baby. But we're here. I mean, look at, we've got a Bic. Bic's got a huge, I mean, everything. This whole place is free stuff. Okay, cool, whatever. But how much of it is ending up in a landfill? I mean, this is honestly overwhelming to me, the amount of bullshit, of waste. I was just writing an article for Seedsman, which shout out Seedsman for supporting people like me that are pro-environment and pro-home grow and anti-corporate cannabis. Grow your own, free the plant. This shit's pretty crazy. I mean, it's stuff to sell your stuff. There's literally a sign that says that. And I don't know, man. Okay, so back to this article, right? So I'm writing this article on cannabis waste. And at first, you know, coming from a cultivation background, it's kind of like focusing on, you know, biomass and stalks and root balls and leaves. But take a step back and consider the entire supply chain, right? We have packaging that, you know, pre-roll tubes, the packaging, the child-proof packaging that has to go out with it. Maybe then it's also placed in a bag. It's just insane the amount of waste. From trellising, solo cups, which there is a company, Bud Trainer, that I met, and they have redesigned solo cups for seed germination that last like forever. So if you're a solo cup seed germinator, check them out. They're on Seedsman's website, the Bud Trainer. Pretty cool. We're getting away from single-use plastic, which should be the goal. And I was hoping here, being a marijuana conference, that I would meet someone in the hemp industry that was actually interested in industrial hemp for bioplastics, building materials. And you know what? I haven't met a single fucking person. I've met people growing for isolates. You know, it is stuff for your puff, swag, supply. I mean, all of this. Here, let's take a look. I don't know, maybe it's just me and I just like a good old-fashioned PRJ, pre-roll joint, or a dab, but all of this packaging on packaging on packaging just reinforces the mission of home grow and why you should be growing your own marijuana and not supporting this corporate takeover of the cannabis industry by the stereotypical Chad. And if you, let me see if I can find one. I mean, there's so many all around me, but let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's a great, right there. There we go. You see in the back corner there? This is a good old example of a Chad. I don't know if I have permission to do that or if that's like defamation. People don't even know what a Chad is. Well, maybe they do. But anyway, the article for Seedsman on understanding cannabis waste will be coming out soon. And I'll do a full recap of MJ Biz Con. But so far, I'm day 3 here, and while I'm so grateful for Seedsman bringing me here, and I've had such a great time selling seeds, talking to people about growing more sustainably, sun-grown, I don't think I will come back to MJ Biz Con. I mean, Ben, shout out Ben, Humble Seed Company, he told me what to expect, and it was, not as, it was worse than I was expecting. Oh, look at that, we got some Chads and polo shirts back there. Yeah, weird. I was hoping, when I talked to Seedsman, I was like, oh, it'll be great. I'll bring dabs and flour, and I'll bring people to the booth by offering them free, hits. But no weed is allowed to be smoked in here. You got to go outside. But of course, they're selling alcohol. Yes, yes, yes. Let's take a little bit look around further. I'm in the retail and retail area. So, here's Grove bags. I know that a lot of my patrons are interested in Grove bags, so I'm actually going to grab some samples. If you're not part of the Patreon, please check it out. I'm always trying to help you save money, be more sustainable, save the planet, grow better weed. So I told them that I would grab samples of things and any questions they had. So get in that Patreon, y'all, and support the cause. Free cannabis from corporate takeover by growing your own. Support home grow laws. And influence positive change in your community, because it starts with you. There's over 8 billion people in the world, and each of us did something every day to encourage less waste, more sustainability. We can have a really big impact. So we're at the Grove bag, and I'm not a fan, but other people are. It's just more plastic. Right? Like, why not just use your mason jar, glass? I mean, I admit I use turkey bags and it is plastic, so trying to get away from it. And that's what I was saying, why isn't there hemp plastic accessible and available? Why aren't we seeing, at these events, more connection for supporting a cleaner future? We have all this talk about, what we can do for efficiencies and making more money, and that we need to be sustainable, but in reality, this event was millions and millions of dollars put into this to get in front of people, to sell more stuff. And imagine if if they put a portion of the proceeds towards sustainability, towards sustainable packaging. Why is there not a fucking booth here on industrial hemp? I mean, maybe I'm just at the wrong thing. I don't know. I mean, maybe there is somewhere else, just not here. We're gonna walk back though to Seedsman. Makes me angry being in here. You can't tell. I've had a lot of fun with Seedsman though, and Northern Scrogger and Mr. Grow It and Rob CLTV. All of the influencer folks on the internet. It's been cool to hang out with them in real life, not just, chatting on a podcast together. And they are awesome, wonderful, genuine people. So I have had fun smoking with them outside, that's for sure. Not in here. To me, it's sad coming from the traditional market, medical, with how you used to be able to just put your weed in a giant mason jar and drop it off at the dispensary and allow people to smell it straight from the jar. And now we have, this is what it's turned into. Here we go, Oh, they're giving away chapstick and koozies and bags and notebooks and hats, and yeah, it's an interesting event, and my opinions are not super positive about it, and I'm typically a pretty positive person, and I'm trying to see the silver lining of this, and that is that I was able to connect with consumers and growers and talk to them about what it means to move towards sustainability, and then maybe even just planting a seed of, like, you don't necessarily need, you know, all of this extra stuff. And so as we're coming into the holiday season, we just had, you know, fucking the Black Friday bullshit of random things that we don't necessarily need. Think about, like, your gifts and what you're buying. And, like, literally, I say this all the time. The best way to vote is with your dollar, and not to support companies that are here wasting money, that are not supporting the environment, that are not doing things like sustainably, and not considering the patients and the people who are still in prison for this. So we're luckily, like, our Seedsman booth is set up next to, what is it called? Something Top 40. And it's like, here, oh, I'm walking over to it right now. No one should be in prison for marijuana. And so that's been really great to see advocacy work, and there are people there who are not just here to just try and, you know, close the deals, make money. You're the Popo.
Yes, for 40 tons right here.
40 tons.
So
you want to tell me about it?
Yeah, they help people who are incarcerated for cannabis. They help to bring awareness to for people incarcerated for cannabis.
Yep.
So they do all sorts of, like, activation laws. They've got little, like, small business programs. They've got all sorts of good things.
Okay,
like finding jobs for folks.
So, like, with this last, you know, Hunter Biden being pardoned for the last 10 years from Joe Biden and all of that, I've seen some advocacy people, like, reaching out for people who are in prison for marijuana, and yet he could take the time to pardon his son. Oh, what's that called? Nepotism, I think. And then we still have, I mean, how many people are in prison right now for marijuana?
So the United States makes up 5% of the world's population.
Okay.
But we house 25% of the world's criminals, like people in prison. We have 25% here.
Yeah.
But we only have 5% of the population, so how do the numbers go?
Oh, that's because it's modern day slavery, because prisons are for profit, and they literally are making things for these companies that we see here. Privately owned, and they're paying them, what, like 5 cents an hour or 19 cents an hour to make Victoria's Secret underwear or whatever the fuck that it is they're doing, because of a plan that now everyone is here making a shitload of money and talking about. So I appreciate it, like, a lot.
I'm going to scan you so we can get
Okay, yeah, let's definitely.
And what is it you do?
I am an educator, so on sustainability. My background's environmental science, but I love growing weed, and so I try to teach people, like, how to be as environmentally, you know, responsible as possible. So Seedsman brought me out here because I write for them, and so I'm creating content, and I'm kind of being a little negative, but it's like, this is just not, you know, I'm from the hill, like, I live on the farm, and this is
a lot,
and it's so sad to see how much waste and money is being put into selling crap.
You need to make more hemp products.
That's what I was just saying. How is this a marijuana freaking conference, and what are they, have you met anybody that's selling hemp-based plastic or hemp-based materials for this? Because I haven't. I've asked a lot. Okay, all right.
I've been in my little...
Honestly, this is my first time leaving the stage to my little area, but thank you. Hug or handshake. Oh, thank you very much.
Actually,
awesome. Oh, perfect. I love it. Thank you. What's the pot shop?
Rock shop.
Oh, a rock shop. I love crystals. Let's raise the frequency, man.
I also feel like you should give back, and this is a really good cause.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
What was it again? Top
40 tons.
40 tons. You heard it here. We're 40 tons at MJ Biz Con. Woo! All right. Have a great rest of your day. All right. That was great. I mean, that was somebody that I can get behind on what they are promoting, what this, you know, this should be about, right? But unfortunately, most people are here to make money. So, oh, look at National Equity Trade Certification. So if you're looking to get equity, you can pay someone to find those socially equitable companies, which in theory, I believe in all of the equity, but, you know, it's just another layer of what legalization has done to cannabis. You know, it's like you're buying a fucking carbon credit or whatever, but really destroying the environment at the same time. A double-edged sword. So that's my opinion on all of this bullshit. But thank you for tuning in and checking it out. Of course, subscribe, like, share, and check out patreon.com/Queen of the Sungrown. Everyone should grow their own weed. Fuck corporate cannabis and all of these chads. We're here to overgrow the nation. Organic, sun-grown. That's what I'm talking about. Bye, y'all.
Milk chocolate.